Hello and welcome to another video. Today I have a charity shop haul to show you. This was actually done yesterday, but because of like a flare-up of sciatica, I was in too much pain to do it yesterday, which is awesome. And right now, even just sitting down, I'm in like quite a lot of pain. So that's like really cool. But we're going to get through it, probably a little bit faster than I normally would. But yeah, this is stuff that I picked up yesterday. So we're going to start with these first two books weren't actually from a charity shop. They were from one of those shops that just sell a load of like random cheap stuff. Like think shops like Stock Giant or stuff like that, or B&M, I guess, just on like a smaller scale. But they had a whole bunch of books, and start with that. That is an X-Files young adult book, Hungry Ghosts. And as I've mentioned before, the X-Files is like my favourite TV series, so I always pick up X-Files books when I see them. It says kind of like on the front, novelization, like this is nowhere near novel length, like barely novella length, but yeah, still it said £1 on the cover. This and the next one I was actually charged like 50p each for, so I didn't actually pay £1 for this. This was just 50p. But this is a series of books that I don't have any of. This seems to be kind of like a US series. But the next book is also kind of like a similar kind of thing. This is like slightly bigger size wise. I do actually have like a few other ones in this series. I might actually already have this exact one. I've not actually checked, but this is also like a short novelization of some of the episodes, and these are actually two different series. Like the numbering doesn't add up on those. They are two different series. Like I said, I've got quite a few of these, but that's the first one of that particular series that I have. But yeah, they were 50p each. Same kind of like design on the spine, and same publisher as well, but for some reason like two different series and two different types of numbering there. And next up I have Touch by Mark Shannon. This appears to be kind of like a thriller, but this is kind of a case of like I found a book in charity shop and they were like 2 for £1, and so I just thought, okay, I'm just going to grab a random thing, and this was the only thing that looked halfway decent there that I didn't already have, so I picked that up. I'm generally not into kind of like police procedural thrillers, but yeah, that was there, and I picked it up. Sounds like it might be interesting. Never heard of the author, but says the runaway ebook bestseller, so I'm guessing it was released digitally first, and yeah, sold really well, so they printed a physical copy. And the other one that I got in that shop, the one that I did actually want, was an anthology called Prom Nights from Hell, which is it's all about some, as you can probably tell from the title, horror stories involving prom night, which is quite thematic, considering the last video I did was taking a look at the 50th anniversary edition of Carrie, where absolutely a prom night from hell, that one. So yeah, that seemed quite interesting. Just having I'll show you the contents page as well, because it is an anthology, so there are quite a few authors. There are only like 5 stories in this, so some of them are quite long. But you have all of those. Which doesn't want to focus. There we go. There we go. So Meg Cabot, Laura Miracle, Kim Harrison, Michelle Jaff, and Stephanie Meyer. So the next one that I found, again, not heard of this author, but this is Dirt Lullabies by Jeremy McGargy. This is his debut novel. Like I said, not heard of this before, but I have looked him up since getting home, and he has a fair amount of horror novels out, but this is his first one. So that looked quite interesting. It is printed by Amazon, so it's one of those that you can kind of like self-publish on Amazon, like my own book. If you buy the paperback from Amazon, it says printed by Amazon on the back. They kind of like print on demand kind of things. So yeah, like I said, never heard of it. Looked like it might be interesting, so I'll pick that up. And I have one hardback as well, Twilight by Peter James. There's your back, and that is what it is about. Interestingly enough, the shop that I picked this up from also had this exact same book in paperback. So I saw that first, I picked it up, thought, oh, I'll get that. And then like a few shelves down, I saw they've got hardback, so I thought, yeah, I'll just get that one instead. So yeah, I do have a few books by Peter James, not this particular one. Quite a cool cover on that. Quite a cool cover. So those are all the books that I got from the charity shop haul. I did want to show off one other thing that I picked up from eBay, or rather 5 things that I picked up on eBay. Some magazines. So I may actually do a video showcasing these magazines like on their own, just going through them, but I just want to have a quick flick through. Well, I've got 4 from one series and one other one, so I'll start with the other one out. It's just a paranormal magazine, literally just called Paranormal. This looks like similar kind of thing to 14 Times, I guess, just all about paranormal stuff. You know, usual. Why these pages stuck together? Don't know. But yeah, so that's like a similar kind of thing to 14 Times. Scary Sherwood. A lot of these pages are kind of like stuck together. I would rather not speculate as to why. But that wasn't what I bought the lot for. We've got these magazines called Fear. Now, I've never heard of this magazine, but it ran in the 80s for about 30 something issues, and it's just generally about horror, kind of like stuff like Fangoria and Scream magazine and stuff like that is now. But the difference with this one being you actually have like fiction in it as well. You've got articles, stuff like that, about horror and stuff, but you also have fiction, like this one's got stories by Pete Atkins, Ian Watson, Don Webb. That's another issue. Like I said, I've got 4 of these. It's got fiction by Jonathan Carroll, plus a bunch of shorter stories about Christmas by different authors. That one. This one has stories by Guy Smith and a bunch of short stories about New Year. And this one, which has a really nice painting of James Herbert, and like a few of his stories there. I like that painting a lot. This was like from before he died. And you've got stories there by Brian Lumley, Kim Newman and Stephen Laws, as well as the interview with James Herbert and a bunch of other stuff. Article there about Stephen King's Dark Tower, which I believe only the first book had come out by that point. So I got these magazines like quite cheap, and like I say, it's the first time I'd actually heard of them, and it was in that lot of 5 with that paranormal magazine. So I thought, you know what, pick them up and see what they're all about. And like I said, I may do like a separate video on those, probably when the pain subsides, to be honest, because at the moment I can't sit for very long. And speaking of which, I'm in quite tremendous pain right now, so we're going to wrap this up. That was my charity shop haul for what day is it today? The 4th. So that was my charity shop haul from the 3rd of April. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.